Hey, you guys, it's Jerry Morgan with Code Blue Computing. It's time to talk nerdy to me. You know you want to. So, what are we talking about today? We're really talking about a real transition that we've seen across the board, started at the end of 2023 into 2024. And it's really a shift in the way that cyber criminals are increasing the pressure on small business owners with ransom attacks. And historically when you would get a ransomware attack into your business, it was a single prong attack, right? They were looking to encrypt your data, and if you didn't have backups to be able to get your systems back up and running, you really had to make a decision, right? If you were going to pay that ransom or if you were going to start new, right? And what has happened over the last year is they're going at things from a double prong approach. So that we have the situation, which was historically the situation where they were locking off access to the data in your company, right? Encrypting those files that you couldn't get to them. But additionally, the thing that has changed and is pretty significant is they are stealing the data that exists on your network. So, for example, if you're a CPA firm, you've got social security numbers, you've got bank account numbers. I mean, you really have the mother load for your clients, right? And so, really, what's happened now is they're going in and they're grabbing that data first, and they're on those networks, 60 days, 90 days, sometimes 4 or 5 months, getting everything on that network that's valuable, right? So then when you have the situation when you're ransomware, you have the situation that they are asking for a ransom based on, they're going to release that customer data you have, the employee data that you have. So that's a pretty significant change. And what we found over the last year is that the number of ransoms that are being paid are higher, but the dollar amount that they're asking for is lower. So it's an interesting switch. And in general, for smaller businesses, we're seeing an average between 60 and $100,000 on that ransom. So as a business owner, what are you going to do in 2024? What are four things that you should do to really start to protect your business against these very real threats that at some point you're going to run into it in your business? It's not if you're going to run into it, you're going to run into it. So what are four things that you need to look at doing? Number one, make sure that you've got multi-factor authentication across the board in your organizations, from signing on to your computers, everything that you use from a cloud-based application. We need multi-factor authentication across the board. Number one, make sure that you get that done if that hasn't been done yet. Number two, the monthly cybersecurity training for your team members, really upping their IQ, if you will, as far as what to look for in these phishing attempts, because all of these ransomware attacks, they're coming in through an email, the vast majority of the time, right? So we have to make sure that our team knows what to look for, that they know when they get something, and pick up the phone and call it and confirm it. Really verify. Be very wary and very careful of what they're doing, right? So that's very important. Make sure you're rolling out that training to support your team. Third, make sure that you've got backups enabled for your organization, but also work with your IT provider and make sure that they're testing those backups, because the last time you want to become aware of that issue, as far as there being a problem with the backups, is after you have an incident. So there should be regular testing of those backups, and make sure you're being diligent about that. And number four, get a cybersecurity audit for your business. Really do really do a deep dive and find out where some of those holes might be within your organization. Is it with training your team members? Are there some security protocols that need to be put in place? As a general rule, all of our businesses, there are pieces that we can put into place to put more layers around that which we hold to protect us, to protect our clients, and to protect our businesses. So again, my name is Jerry Morgan. I own Code Blue Computing right here in Denver. And if you found this information helpful, I want you to share it out. And I'm always a resource for you. So if you have any questions on what we've talked about today, just shoot me a direct message. I'm happy to hop on a call and and chat with you about where you are and kind of where you're wanting to go. So again, my name is Jerry Morgan. It was great talking nerdy to you, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks. Bye.